to one of the hottest teams in the Western Conference, if not the hottest team, and that will be the team sitting atop the Western Conference, the Denver Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is having another MVP season as the Nuggets sit atop the Western Conference. The last one we seen them against the Lakers, we seen Jokic have another triple double, not missing a shot, and Jamal Murray going for 34 points. But I'm gonna ask Jalen, how serious should we be taking the Nuggets? Just a little, well, at just the halfway point of the season.
Especially in this point in the season, I definitely feel like they're definitely a serious team. They're definitely, in my opinion, going top three um, teams in the West. Jokic, I feel like at this point is kind of solid and consistent on who he is as a player. His automatic triple doubles, impact on the court. We can see it, with our own eyes. Like it's kind of getting to the point where it's not it's not impressive anymore. But what he's doing is remarkable. You feel me on the floor, and like I said too, you feel me. The Nuggets in general, they have multiple scores. I think about 6, 7 of them, besides Jokic, are all on double figure shooting the ball excellent, having like best shooting seasons. You feel me? Also having that freedom, like they all have that freedom to do whatever they want. Because of Jokic, Jokic just puts everybody in the position to score and everything. And also an underrated thing about them is their defense. I feel Aaron Gordon has been like a solid defender for them. Defending like he could defend from wings, bigs to even if he switched onto a point guard on his on as well. So they definitely have a lot of tools for a successful team in the playoffs. And and Jamal Murray, you feel me? I feel like once he gets going, I feel like later on this season he might have a streak or a couple games where he could get some 30-point games, 40-point games. If that could happen later on in the season, you feel me? They damn near could be the best team to us. So I'm definitely taking them way serious.
So
With this team right now, I feel like they have the potential, but we just gotta see it. Last time we seen this team healthy together, they definitely made it to the conference finals, but they lost to the Lakers. I feel like we've been robbed from seeing the potential for these past 2 years with injuries to Jamal Murray and Michael Porter. I feel like we really haven't seen what this team is really capable of, so I can't speak as further yet. But I do like the potential. Adding the addition of Bruce Brown and KCP has really been a huge help for them on both the defensive end, and they've been sparks for shooting three so far. I feel like they just highlight Jokic offensive skills even more set. So when it comes down to it, if they continue at the rate that they're going, we can most likely see them in the conference finals as well. The West is most definitely up for grabs this year. It's just who want to capitalize on it the most. So I feel like with the Nuggets, it's just we have to see like what are their capabilities in the playoffs, and are we going to get the same Jamal Murray that we got like 2 years ago, Bubble Murray. Everybody that was watching the basketball at that time knows his capability in the playoffs around that time. So that has to be unlocked as well as Michael Porter because everybody knows Nikola Jokic is going to show up. It's just who's going to show up with him at those times.
right. I agree with both of y'all takes. Just when it comes to this team, in my opinion, I feel they are capable of going all the way to the NBA Finals, but I don't even think it falls so much on Jokic because something that Jalen was just kind of alluding to when he just kind of made the point like watching Jokic is just kind of boring. It's just like we know what he's gonna give. He's just a walking triple double. Besides really defensively, he can almost do anything on the court. I really think it's just gonna come down to how healthy is Jamal Murray gonna be, and I guess to Seb's point, can he get back to at least how he was playing in the bubble? Because if it's just gonna be Jokic, just getting the triple double, I just don't think that's gonna be enough to get all the way to the finals, let alone even the Western Conference final. I think you're gonna need Jamal Murray to average at least like 22 points a game around that. And I think you're just gonna need a little more out of Michael Porter Jr. He's a good 3-point shooter, but I want to know what his ceiling is. Um, a lot of times he's also hurt, so like we've never really seen a full season of Michael Porter Jr. But just him and Jamal Murray is just gonna have to just do a lot if they're gonna reach their goals, which I believe is to make the finals. But Jokic, like just like we all said, it just having another MVP season. He's probably the leader in voting right now. Um, and I think the Denver Nuggets are just in a great position. Shout out to Mike.
Yeah, one more quick thing. I forgot. I gotta give a shout out to Aaron Gordon too. He's been their second most consistent player. He's definitely been doing his thing this season too as well. I seen he's taking a step defensively, embracing the role of just coming in there, just being like that rugged guy on defense, and then running the floor with Jokic, making it a lot easier for him to. Definitely stepped up his 3-point shooting as well. So that's another person I would like to look out for in the playoffs too as well.
No, right. Definitely. Shout out Aaron Gordon. And just lastly, just shout out to that front office because I remember when we was doing like the preseason stuff and we talked about just some of the many just moves that they made. It wasn't probably the most popular or sexy moves, but it was just moves that the team needed to really fill out the roster. You're just bringing in Davis, Caldwell Pope, and who else was in that trade?
Well, was it Caldwell Pope and Ishmit as well?
Right. They definitely got Ish Smith and Conwell Pope, so just some pieces to fill out the roster. So shout out to the Nuggets. As long as they can stay healthy, they will be a factor in the